This morning we are finally leaving on our long way there and back ride. So first port of call will be the cemetery in Stanley. Thankfully we didn't try to leave yesterday. It's great to see people here, and it's, again, humbling to see so many people come out to see us off.
Today is day 2. Yesterday was a bit challenging, and possibly when we left Cape Pembroke at 7 o'clock, we took a few good gusts on the bypass. We paid respects to Doreen Bonner and Mary Goodwin at Stanley Cemetery.
I think it's always good to pay respects for the people that lost their lives in 1982, and which we are truly grateful for what we've got today here, really.
And then we headed for St. Carlos. The first part was really good. We sort of had the wind on our backs, but as we got to the Verde Mountains and the St. Carlos Mountains, it really got very windy. And the remembrance service that we held was rushed because it was very windy. People couldn't hear stuff, and so we cracked on and got it done. So we kicked off from Darwin this morning and headed to North Arm. Left at 9:30, and it only took us an hour or so to get down there. Road's really good, and arrived here about 1:30, I think it was, to pay respects to Nick Taylor. Tomorrow we head across to Port Howard, and we'll pay our respects to Captain John Hamilton, who's buried in the Port Howard Cemetery, and then from there we'll head south to Port Stephens.
3 civilians were killed on the 11th of June 1982, and they were Sue Whitley, who is now buried on Sea Lion, Doreen Bonner and Mary Goodwin, buried in the Stanley Cemetery, and we honoured their memory yesterday. And today we are here to honour Nick Taylor. Born in 1950, Nick Taylor developed a passion for flying as he grew up. Gaining his private pilot's licence at the age of 17, he joined the RAF a year later, soon transferring to the Royal Naval Fleet Air Arm, where he became a Harrier pilot with the 800 Naval Air Squadron. Flying a Sea Harrier during a bomber raid over this very airfield, his aircraft was shot down by enemy aircraft fire, and his death marked the first British combat casualty in the Falklands conflict. Lieutenant Taylor's sacrifice is remembered by Falkland Islanders annually on the day of his death, when they hold a memorial service at this location. We seek to raise awareness of his selfless act and to support those families and Falklands veterans who come here still to honour his memory and the memory of 254 other servicemen who gave all and now rest in peace.
On behalf of these 4 intrepid riders and their backup crew, I welcome you all to the Liberation Monument. So they've organised and completed their ride. The long way there and back, and I'm sure when you speak to them they will tell you it was a long way. Covering the 4 main compass points to the end of the road, and it in many ways reflects the ride of respect. So congratulations to Owen, Kim, Nigel and Simon. Liberty Lodge and many veterans will benefit from this incredible effort and the funds raised through this event. So I think it's right and proper that we conclude their efforts and the efforts of all who have supported them in this venture by conducting a short act of remembrance, to give thanks for those who gave, to show heartfelt gratitude, and to ensure that all those people are never forgotten.
Welcome back to town. How are you feeling after that?
Great. Emotional, but great. Satisfied. Tiredness is the last of the things I'm feeling, though it's there, but amazing. Absolutely amazing experience. Not just for the fact that I had 5 amazing people to do it with, but just for what the journey meant to me. Yeah. Sad it's over, actually.
It's such a like a team event, you know. We all work together well as a team, and I think it's something that we'll talk about for years to come. You know, it was a great feeling, great sense of achievement, and loved every minute of it. Definitely do it again. Definitely do it again.
Welcome back to town.
Thank
How
you.
do you feel after these long 6 days?
Oh, yeah, tired, but good.
In those last few miles there, you weren't the only riders that came in here. How did that feel, having all this?
You get a bit emotional with it, you know, like and, like just fantastic amount of people that have turned out and, you know, and welcomed us back. The amount of motorcyclists that joined us on the way in, it's hard to explain, you know, but it was a fantastic. Yeah, what else can I say? It was brilliant.
Oh, it's just amazing. You know, we had a call. I think there was about 26, I think, something like that. But coming back in, when you look back from the hill, looking back, it was just amazing. Yeah, fantastic.
When you look in the mirror and you see all that, and especially when you're up close, like we did, we basically stopped at the waterfront for the group to close up. And when you come down, I had the same as last year. It's just the emotion. I was welling up in my helmet. I got here, I had the shakes. Oh mate, amazing, mate. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Throughout the whole ride, throughout the last few days, when you've gone to places and seen people,
Yeah.
how has that been and what did that mean to
Oh,
you?
it's just fantastic. You know, we've been put up by people around the west, and the support, and the people that have come out and stopped on junctions and donated and chatted to us. It's just fantastic.
Years down the line, when you look back on this, what's going to stand out to you? What have you taken away from this experience?
Several things, actually. The trip, the whole reason behind the trip, we've gone over. People are well aware of why we're here, for the right respect, but it's never lost. I may have explained it before, but I think the meaning behind it, is so much. So we're carrying the torch for Paul and Charlie. They came down last year, and I hope to carry on as long as I can ride a bike. Apart from that, it's the team's been fantastic, and you get to just chat and find out about each other's lives and so on. And we're definitely a lot closer now than when we started. So it's just a bunch of people that become good friends over the process. But I think for all of us, we take away the fact that the meaning behind all of this, why we stand today in this square at this monument, and do these things, if it had not been for all those people who fought for us, back in '82, it means a lot.
So there's so many bits and pieces that have come that we've been through and just chatting, but I think out of it, really the whole purpose, the rider, the respect for the fallen, and the friendship. So we've got the last bit to do now, which is back down to Pembroke, hence the long way there and back, so where we started from.
I can't say we're going to be going as slow as when we came in. My bike just needs to breathe a bit, and finish at Cape Pembroke. It's going to be a hug for all of us. I know that, and then we're all going to split off and go back to our lives. Really.
Can we expect to see you guys doing this next year?
I don't know, some way, shape or form. We're gonna work on something and look at a format of how we can do it. It's obviously a bit logistically challenging to sort of do that every year, but we'll see. We'll come up with something. So without further ado, we will present you For Liberty Lodge with a check for.
The full amount of money has been announced. What is that, and how does that feel?
Well, it's truly, truly amazing. I've been saying truly amazing for the last few days. £10,092.31 for Liberty Lodge. We actually never expected to reach that type of figure.
We really didn't have a goal, and we were sort of sat there at the beginning of the first week thinking, oh, we might get to this, and we might, oh, that'll be really good. And then the last week and the beginning of this week, it's just spiraled up.
Yeah.
And we've just been blown up. To be able to do that to help Liberty Lodge that survives purely on donations, it's our way of saying thanks to those people that helped us or helped the Falklands in '82.
Looking at the figure there, I mean, it's really mind-blowing. And it's the generosity of people like that that will keep us running.
And thank you does not seem to be enough for what those guys have put in a lot of hours to go through and get all this ready. It's fantastic. Fantastic.
There's guys that return, and there's guys that come back that have never been back, and it helps them on their journey as well. So to be able to do that is humbling.
Yeah, definitely.
But we want to try and keep that momentum going, and keep all that support going for Liberty Lodge and the veterans.
Yeah.
So tonight has been bittersweet. Sweet to be able to present that sort of money and thank everybody, but very sad that we're kind of sat there thinking that's it then.
But it's not the end.
It's not the end.
Yeah.
It's the beginning.